Want to know how you can generate consistent monthly income in your business and turn on that money faucet starting today? Here's the thing. If your income is up one month and gone the next, your business isn't broken. Your structure is. I'm going to give you 3 actions you can start today that will get you a structure that generates consistent monthly income. And I'll share a free tool at the end that makes putting it all into place super simple. Look, I know what that roller coaster feels like. You land a few clients, the invoices hit, you breathe a sigh of relief, and then boom, it's quiet again. The inbox slows down and your schedule empties out. And suddenly you're back in hustle mode, trying to fill the gap. It's like living on a treadmill that randomly speeds up and slows down, and you never quite know when it's coming. And that kind of inconsistency doesn't mess with your bank account. It messes with your peace of mind too. You can't plan vacations, you can't relax, and you start to feel like you're always on. You might even catch yourself wondering, am I actually building something sustainable here, or am I just surviving month to month? Here's the truth. Consistency isn't a reflection of your skill or your effort. You're probably great at what you do. The real issue is the structure underneath your business. Most solo businesses are built around hustle, not design, around effort and not systems. And most are built around hope and not predictability. So let's fix that right now. Because once you've got the right structure in place, once you've built systems and offers that are naturally generating recurring income, everything changes. You stop waking up worried about where your next sale will come from. And you start seeing patterns and rhythms and forecasts. That's when you can actually relax, breathe, and enjoy the lifestyle this whole thing was supposed to give you in the first place. Now let's be real for a second. If you're watching this, you've probably tried a few things already. Maybe you've added a few new offers, experimented with pricing, or taken every client who said yes, even the ones that didn't quite fit. But every time you think you've found stability, it slips again. Why? Because the foundation hasn't changed. You're still building each month from zero. All right, quick question. What's the one part of your business that makes you most anxious when the month turns over? Is it wondering where your next client will come from? Whether you'll hit your goals again? Or maybe it's just the thought that all your hard work from last month disappears when the calendar flips. Whatever it is, that anxiety is your business trying to tell you something. It's saying you don't have a system yet. Hey, actually, let's do this. Drop this in the comments, okay? What's the one word that sums up that feeling for you at the start of a new month? I'm curious to see how many of us are wrestling with the same thing. All right, let's talk about the 3 structural shifts that turn an up and down income into a consistent, reliable business, and one that supports your life instead of stealing from it. Shift number 1, build a value ladder. Think of your offers like a staircase. Every step helps your clients get closer to a bigger transformation, and each step creates more stability for you. So for you, maybe the first step is something light, like a quick audit, a mini strategy session, or a downloadable guide. The next step could be a mid-tier program or a service where you work with them more closely. And that top step, that's your premium or long-term offer, maybe a retainer, an ongoing coaching or done-for-you solution. You see, the goal isn't to trap clients. It's to serve them in stages. And each level gives them more results and gives you more recurring income. So instead of chasing new customers every month, you're guiding existing ones up the ladder. That's how you build momentum. Momentum that doesn't disappear when the project ends. Here's a practical tip. If you already have a few offers, ask yourself, what's the natural next step for someone who just bought X from me? If that product or service exists, offer them that next. If you don't have an offering for the next logical step, then create it. This will be time super well spent, I promise. All right, step number 2, create a recurring offer. Now, this is where the real consistency starts to show up. A recurring offer could be a subscription, a membership, a retainer, or maintenance package. It's basically anything that gives ongoing value in exchange for an ongoing payment. And look, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds great, but my business doesn't really lend itself to recurring revenue. And I get it. I kind of hear this all the time. A lot of people feel that way at first. But almost every business can do it once you shift your mindset from project-based to relationship-based. So if you're a consultant, you can offer monthly advisory calls. If you're a designer, you can create a maintenance or brand support retainer. If you're a coach, you can build a membership where clients stay connected for ongoing accountability. The key is to find a recurring result your clients want, not just a recurring service you deliver. When your clients see that ongoing value, they'll happily keep paying you. And here's the beauty. Recurring offers don't just stabilize your income, they stabilize your energy. Because you're not starting from scratch every month. You're nurturing relationships that naturally create revenue. It's smoother, it's saner, and it's way more sustainable. Okay, shift number 3. Focus on retention. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's 10 times cheaper to keep a client than to find a new one. Yet most entrepreneurs pour all their energy into acquisition and they forget about retention. Retention is about making clients feel seen, supported, and appreciated long after the sale. That could mean checking in mid-project, sending small just because updates, or offering surprise bonuses. It's the stuff that makes people say, wow, they actually care. You don't need to be perfect either. You just need to be consistent. And when you are, your clients stick around. And that's how you build recurring revenue without adding more work. You do it by keeping the good clients you already have. Now, here's where the lifestyle piece comes in. When you have recurring income, something amazing happens. Your business finally syncs with your life. You can plan your month around your energy and not your cash flow. And you can take a weekend off without guilt. And you can invest in growth, not just survival. It's not just about making more money. It's about making predictable money so you can live a predictable life. That's what true freedom looks like. And if you're thinking, okay, Del, this all sounds great, but how do I actually build it? I've got you covered. Remember when I said before I have a free tool for you? Well, here it is. It's a really quick, practical, and totally lifestyle balanced way to map out your value ladder, design a recurring offer, and spot exactly where your retention could improve, all without guesswork. It's called the Product and Service Optimizer, and it's completely free. Just answer a few simple questions about what you sell, how you sell it, and the lifestyle you actually want to live. Then the optimizer shows you exactly where your time and your offer might be out of alignment. And you'll see if what you're selling can truly fund and fit your ideal lifestyle. And if not, it pinpoints the small tweaks that can generate the big results. The whole thing takes just a few minutes, and the insights are personalized to help your business stop fighting your life and start supporting it. Just below this video and right under my name, you'll see a shaded box. The link to this free tool is inside that box. Grab it. Go grab it right after you finish watching this video. Because once you've got those insights, things start to click. You'll begin to see exactly where your business model needs a tune-up. Maybe it's pricing, maybe it's packaging, maybe it's your client journey. But the clarity is what creates the calm. Because when you know what's off, you know what to fix. And when you fix it, you finally get that steady, reliable rhythm that makes entrepreneurship feel light again. Look, the truth is most solopreneurs don't need a total overhaul. They just need alignment. Small shifts that create stability, tiny tweaks that create consistency. Because consistency isn't about grinding harder or pushing through the chaos. It's about designing a business that naturally produces stability. And you want to do this with or without your constant supervision. You know, I like to think about it like a garden. You can't force plants to grow by just staring at them. But if you set up the right environment, the right soil, the right sunlight, and watering system, growth becomes automatic. Same with your business. Once the system's in place, income becomes a byproduct of structure. And that's the shift from entrepreneurial chaos to entrepreneurial calm. So if your income graph looks like a roller coaster, start by rethinking your structure, building your value ladder, creating a recurring offer, and committing to retention. Do that, and your income will stop fighting your lifestyle, and it'll start funding it. And here's the beautiful irony. When you stop chasing consistency and start building it, you actually get both, more income and more peace. At the end of the day, that's the real win. Consistency beats intensity every single time. That's exactly what I create in every business that I start and for every entrepreneur that I work with. All right, are you subscribed? You should be, or you might miss my next video. The title is The Number One Reason Your Business Isn't Growing. Parentheses, it's not marketing. Trust me, you won't want to miss this next one. Del out.